again, they beat us really bad on the boards. Got out rebounded by 15, but I count going and getting offensive rebounds, not team rebounds. They went and got 10, we went and got 1. And you just can't win. You can't beat #1 team in the country and not compete in those areas. Also, I think 9 assists, 21 turnovers. You know, we just a little bit too much one-on-one, and you know, it's early in the year. We got to get better, and I've got to do a better job making sure that we share the ball a little bit more, make an extra pass or two, those sorts of things. But again, transition, attacking off the bounce, we didn't do a really good job defending the ball, and then rebounds, and outscored us 12-2 second chance points. So it's just hard to overcome that. And again, great team. Give them all the credit. They came out and took it to us.
Okay, questions, raise your hand. Questions first for Isaiah and Zam. Second row.
Jake Watson Fisher, Raleigh News and Observer. Zam, you know, how important is it as a young player to get experience like this so early? You know, when y'all have hopes to return to the Final Four?
I'm just playing my game. My teammates help me all the time, tell me like, you can do it, you can do it. I just glad my team and my coach trusted me to go out there and do what I'm supposed to do.
Second row, yeah.
Ethan McDowell from the Wolfpacker. Isaiah took this team to the Final Four last year. Now you got to see them play against same team that you guys lost to last year. What is the key for this backcourt, for this team overall to what do you guys need to focus on to get back to that point?
You know, we're a whole new team. You know, we lost 2 important keys, but we also gained a couple keys. You know, nobody cared about last year, what we did last year. So we got to fix ourselves. Like Coach Moore said, it's no way we should have had, you know, 12 turnovers in the first half and 21 in the whole game turnovers. You know, we should have boxed out a lot, and you know, we got to fix those in practice and watch film and do the things that needs to be done and what Coach Moore said.
Front row.
Inside Pack Sports, this is for both players. The fight back in the second half, I think you got it, I don't know, 9, 10, 8, somewhere in there. Just describe that, and did you think you guys had a shot?
Definitely, I think we had a shot. I think the game was 50-60. I think at one point, we just need to keep going, keep pushing ourselves. You know, Coach Moore's going to coach us all the way to the end of the game, so we need to play all the way into the end of the game. I felt like we let off for like 2 minutes, and that's what messed us up.
Sam.
Same thing she said. We should have kept pushing. That relaxing 2 minutes hurt us bad. So next time we just keep my foot on the neck.
Second row.
Zam, it's your first time ever going to play a top 10 team. I think the confidence wasn't lacking for you. Where does that confidence come from?
Again, my teammates and my coach, like they believe in me to go out there and play. A lot of freshmen don't go out there and do that against a big team. So having my coaches and my players behind my back, just having my back, made me go out there and have confidence to play.
Dick Cox with Cox Sports Broadcasting and Lindy Sports. For both players, can you talk a little about today's event, showcasing college women's basketball and the environments you got to play in today?
You know, it was a good environment. You know, I'm glad, you know, both team fans came out. It was a big crowd. It was a good showcase for women's basketball and see how it's going so far.
Sam.
It was great. The experience, the fans, the NC State fans traveling, the South Carolina fans traveling. It was just an overall good experience.
Second row again.
For either player or both, how much do you think, you know, some of the deficiencies and the breakdowns, you know, how much of that comes down to just effort and, you know, kind of will to want?
Effort's a lot, you know. It's always the little things. We have to do the little things, you know, to make a big difference, like boxing out, you know, making sure we get into the backdoor cuts and just little things like that. We gotta, you know, execute.
Sam.
We for sure should have gave more effort. But I mean, it comes this early in the season, so just watching back film, knowing that we didn't give a lot of effort. That if we gave effort, we could have won the game. So just going back watching film and fixing our mistakes.
All right, thank you. You guys can head back to locker rooms. Okay, questions for Coach Moore? Back of the room.
Coach Nick Garland from NBC in Charlotte. just the experience for your team and the sport to have a marquee matchup at a neutral site early in the season. What does that
Yeah.
mean for you guys?
Unbelievable experience. First of all, Ally, they do so much for women's sports, and women's basketball. I mean, they made this a first-class experience, and obviously the Charlotte Sports Foundation, it was great. Obviously, I wish we'd played a little better, but it's something that this early in the year we can go back, learn from, get better. But yeah, it was a big-time experience. Very, very similar to a Final Four, so it was nice.
Front red or right, Rich?
Wanted to ask, Ben Bryant of the State Newspaper, wanted to ask, was there any adjustment you had to make with them not having 21 in the lineup? And also just how tough is it facing a team that can lose a talent like that and still have so many bodies to throw
again,
at?
they got Watkins back, so, definitely, but again, you go in, obviously, with the scouting report, we felt like Watkins would probably play, so we had 10 players on the scouting report, so you take 21 out, she's a great player and all, but we were already prepared for, Joyce Edwards, for instance, so, yeah, it really doesn't change that much.
First row.
Inside Pack Sports, Rob McGland, Wes, I have two questions. First, they jumped you kind of similar to last year in the third quarter. What did you see different? Maybe you guys fought back, I would say, a little better. What did you see different this year that was sort of, I guess give you encouragement?
Yeah, I mean, I thought even the second quarter, they really started, getting after it. And, but, I don't know. I'll be honest, like I said, we're a team in transition right now. We're still trying to figure a lot of things out. At the post, I'm worried about the post. Well, heck, our post players, Hank Mallory, Collier was 2 for 3. Williams, Lizzie was 2 for 3 from the field. They held their own. We've got some great guards, but they've got to play great for us to, as a team, be able to win a game like this. So, and like I said, I gotta look in the mirror. We stood around too much. We tried to run some 5 out, and I thought we had some success there in the second quarter, spreading the floor out some. But then we started, instead of setting picks and movement, we started just kind of attacking one-on-one and give them credit. I mean, it says they only blocked 5 shots, but I guarantee you they altered twice as many, if not more. So they really made it hard for you to get to the rim, and we just didn't do a good job of making the extra pass.
Let's keep it one question. Second row there. Yep.
Brian Purtle, 24/7 Sports, Pack Pride. Just like you mentioned, just hard to come down on the boards with a small lineup with a team like South Carolina. But when y'all did come down with the rebound, it seemed like the Gamecocks really swarming to that ball and preventing y'all from getting out in transition. How much of an impact was that to kind of stifle that transition game and not being able to play as fast?
Yeah, I mean, we saw that on film. They do a great job. They send so many offensive boards, and if they don't get the rebound, they're still going to swarm you and make it hard for you to make the outlet. So it's definitely a factor, but yeah, I mean, the bigger factor was getting out rebounded by 15, and again, we only got 1 offensive rebound. To me, that's that's unbelievable. I mean, 40 minutes. You got 5 people out there and you got 1 offensive rebound. So give them credit, but we got to be better.
Front row left.
Aaron Ferrara, technician. It seemed, you touched on this earlier, but it seemed like Zoe was trying to set up Lizzie early in the second quarter when Lizzie and Zoe were both on the field. Do you see that combination potentially moving into something? Because it caused Lizzie to get back-to-back points open in the post.
I'm sorry. Again, you're saying Zoe and Z playing together?
Zoe Brooks and Lizzie Williamson.
Okay. What about it?
It looked like they had a good connection on the court.
Yeah, again, Zoe does a really good job breaking defenses down, and so she is capable of setting our post players up, definitely. And like I said, Lizzie did well. Probably should have played her more. It's tough to match up. You go with size or you go with speed, and unfortunately, they have both. And so it's a big challenge knowing how to match up.
Second row aisle.
Hey Wes, Ethan McDowell from the Wolfpacker. How would you assess Sam's game today? And when you were recruiting her, did you see her as the type of player that could come in and make an impact from day one?
Yeah, definitely. She's McDonald's All-American. You know, we're fortunate she was, you know, not too far from us. And, yeah, we knew she'd be a great player. She still got a lot to learn, a long way to go. When we watch the film, there's still gonna be a lot of things that need to be cleaned up. But she had some big shots, and, you know, she's quick and explosive. So, gotta figure out how to use her and Zoe well together and still get the ball in Zoe's hands some too, because she does a nice job in those areas as well.
Front row.
Colby Schreier, technician. Tilda was on the court when you guys went on an 11-0 run in the second quarter, and then you played her, you know, for most of the fourth quarter. What has she shown you in these 2 games so far?
You said Zoe?
Tilda, Trigger.
Tilda.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, again, didn't shoot the ball well today, but we felt like we needed the length. She's a little bit more mobile than a true 5 player, so, you know, felt like she might could match up a little bit in that regard. She's got a bright future, and, you know, like I said, she can shoot it better than she shot it today. She's got a good basketball IQ. Like I said, gives us some length that can also step out and do some things on the perimeter.
Last question, front row.
Yes, sir. Just, I don't want to go more on victory, but what are some of the things you can take from this positive to kind of build off of it and go ahead? I mean, I'm not trying to, you know.
Yeah, you're pressing your luck. No, I mean, like I said, I see all the blemishes, you know, and we watch the film, but, you know, I mean, again, they're a great team. They're on one in the country. We made a run. We cut it down. But at the end of the day, you know, you got out-rebounded by 15. You turned the ball over 21 times. We got beat off the bounce. You know, there's just so many areas. And like I said, me as a coach, I got to look in the mirror too, because on offense, we were standing around just going one-on-one. And I got to make sure that we have some, you know, be a little more fluid and better movement, all those things. So go ahead, jump yours in.
Wes, when you kind of look at the first couple of games, it's so early, but when you boil it all down to 1 or 2 things, what do you think needs to change to have long-term success?
If I knew that, we might not be 1-1. You know, I'm searching some. You know, last year we had, you know, pretty well set lineup, a set rotation. It was easy. Now I'm searching for that. You know, I don't know, do we go small and quicker? Do we go big? You know, do we play 4 out, 1 in, which is what I've traditionally played, or do we try to get 5 guards out there and play 5 out? I'm searching, and I got to find out in a hurry. I got to figure it out in a hurry and try to help these players a little bit more. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I got anything for you there. Sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.